Since the invention of the printing press and the Industrial Revolution, the fear of new technologies replacing the labor of humans has been a constant. Every time a new technology is introduced, people make daunting predictions of mass unemployment due to the replacement of man by machines. With the introduction of artificial intelligence, the prognostic even more apocalyptic, predicting not only the replacement of humans in the workforce, but artificial intelligence developing sentient machines that will not only replace but also dominate the human race.
I was replaced by AI, but because I wasn't ready. The proverbial being replaced by a machine or being replaced by a computer, it was happening to me, and I was not ready for it. I remember when Midjourney was launched. It was exactly 1 year ago. And I remember it very clear because I was 2 months into a job that it was one of the best jobs I've ever had. Remote, a very interesting project, and the pay was literally the best I've ever had in my life, in all my professional career. And once Midjourney came out, my presence in that company was redundant. The project that I was supposed to work in became much cheaper, faster, and effective by using AI. If you're not familiar with Midjourney, this is a artificial intelligence platform that produces graphic work, images, and art. Really top of the line. So of course, my first reaction was a little bit of resentment. And yeah, I was feeling pretty bad, and I was feeling upset, not with the fact that I was replaced by AI, but because I wasn't ready. The proverbial being replaced by a machine or being replaced by a computer, it was happening to me, and I was not ready for it. And I had a moment of reckoning, and I have to acknowledge and be accountable for my own lack of preparation for this. I should have known better. Being a professional graphic designer, I should have been on top of what was going on in the market, especially in that area. We have been talking about artificial intelligence for decades, and this development, it was not new. We knew something about graphics and visuals was coming up, and I should have been on top of that. So that's on me, and that's my responsibility. And as this technology develops, more and more people is going to be feeling left out and replaced. Like I was saying before, artificial intelligence is not a new thing. But I'm not going to talk about that in this video, because there are much better videos that explain the story of artificial intelligence. I'm going to link one in the top here. An amazing documentary about artificial intelligence. But this is something that has been going on since the 50s. So it's not new. And we, now more than ever, we have to be prepared because it's exponential. Now with the application of artificial intelligence, in the development of artificial intelligence, the progress is going to be exponential. But this links a little bit with the previous video when I was talking about being awareness and reading the signals. being informed, and being accountable for your own faults. You are not being replaced by AI. You are not being replaced by machines or robots or computers. You are lagging behind, and it's your responsibility. The information is out there, and it's up to you to be up to date. Nobody's replacing anybody. Technology is going to keep evolving all the time. And we as humans, we have been adjusting to these changes. Every time a new technology comes out, a new development in technology, we start panicking about losing jobs. And that's because we think with the paradigm of the current moment. Somehow, as humans, we take some time to adjust, and we take some time to start thinking in a more evolved way. It takes some time for us to get used to think in a way that is not current, to think in the future. That is an ability that we can develop, but most people find it more difficult as we grow older. In my case, I'm a almost 50 years old professional graphic designer. And year by year, it's getting harder and harder for me to keep up with the technology. So now, in this content that I'm producing, these videos, I'm using AI technology. You still have to produce the content. You still have to give the right prompts for AI to work, for AI to produce the materials that you need. You still have to do the work. But it's just a shift in the way you work. And it is more effective. In this video you're going to watch right now, there are two clips. One of the clips was made in a traditional way, in a conventional way. And it took a much longer time that is produced with AI. Still, the content is mine, it's original. The computer is not producing anything that I'm not asking them to produce. So the content that you're gonna see in these videos is mine, still original, but enhanced significantly by AI. And the amount of time it took to produce this clip, it was way shorter. I'm talking about a fraction of the conventional way of producing the clip. So if you're interested in this, because it is actually very interesting to see how artificial intelligence can produce a whole video with a script and a voiceover. You're gonna see it in this video. And I want you to understand that being replaced is the wrong mentality, is the wrong attitude. To feel replaced is the wrong attitude. Technology is not gonna stop. We can either ride the wave or be left behind. The human brain, the creative brain, has everything it needs to change, adapt, adopt, modify itself. And this is what is called neuroplasticity, the ability that we have to learn new things, to make new connections. And regardless of your age or your socioeconomic situation or your education, you are capable of adjusting. You just have to be on top of what's going on top of what's happening, and be prepared. Don't feel that you're being left behind. One of my concerns, and this is something that is real, is that with so much help from artificial intelligence, I think, and this is my opinion, that we have two new scenarios. One, people is going to get lazier as artificial intelligence develops and it gets better, more effective. I think a lot of people will stop doing a lot of thinking. Maybe in the future, AI won't require you to do too much of the thinking that you have to do now, producing the right prompts, editing. So there is the risk that people start, and that is, I know it's going to happen, people will start getting lazier and lazier, thinking less, because it already happened with the internet. A lot of kids now, they don't know how to manage themselves in a library, in a conventional library, or in a situation where they have to research and they have to find information by themselves. With the internet, everything is pretty much served to them. And one of the problems that we have right now with information is that people are losing their capacity of discern and select with analysis and critical thinking what they should believe or not, what they should read, or how to read it, or how to interpret it. So this is a very big risk that we're running, and I feel that with artificial intelligence it's going to get worse. The other scenario that I feel is going to happen is that creative work that's produced by humans is going to be more exclusive, more expensive, as artificial intelligence become the norm and it becomes a way to mass produce work in a short period of time. The work of the human creativity is gonna gain value. It's gonna get more expensive. So in a way, I think that's good from my position as an artist and graphic designer. I think that's good, but I do fear for the other side of the spectrum. People getting lazier, dumber, less analytic, and less critical. So we have to watch out for that. Don't lag behind. Don't let yourself be replaced by AI or somebody who knows how to operate in that environment. And don't let yourself fall into the laziness. Keep reading, keep learning, keep advancing. Don't fall for the shortcut. Now look at the clip generated by the artificial intelligence, and you will see that it is amazing what this technology in the early stages can already produce.
What if the machines we create could replace us? A chilling question, isn't it? Here we delve into the fear that technology, particularly artificial intelligence, could replace human labor. This is not a new apprehension, it's a concern that echoes through history. Picture the invention of the printing press, a technological marvel of its time, sparking fears of mass unemployment among scribes. Fast forward to the Industrial Revolution, where machines began to automate manual labor, causing a ripple of anxiety among the workforce. Now we're facing a new technological frontier with artificial intelligence. The predictions have grown more apocalyptic, forecasting not just the replacement of human labor, but total domination by sentient machines. It's a dystopian vision of the future that fuels our collective anxieties. But is the fear of AI domination a reality? Or is it just another wave of technological fear that humanity will adapt to? Humans have an incredible capacity to adapt. Could this be our saving grace in the face of AI? Indeed, throughout history, we have seen this capacity in action, time and time again. Let's take a brief journey back in time. In the 18th century, the Industrial Revolution was met with widespread fear. People were terrified that machines would steal their jobs, that they would become obsolete. Yet what happened? We adapted, we learned new skills, we discovered new industries, we created new jobs. We did not become obsolete, we evolved. Fast forward to the 20th century, the advent of computers stirred up similar fears. Would these machines render us unnecessary? Would they take over our jobs, our lives? Yet once again, we adapted. The computer didn't replace us, it became a tool, a partner. It opened up an entirely new world of possibilities, of industries, of jobs. Now here we stand, on the brink of the AI revolution. The fears are familiar, aren't they? The fear of being replaced, of becoming redundant. But if history has taught us anything, it's that we are a resilient species. We have the capacity to learn, to evolve, to adapt. AI doesn't have to be a threat. It can be a partner, a tool, a stepping stone to something greater. It's not about being replaced. It's about adapting, evolving, and growing. So perhaps the fear of AI domination is simply a reflection of our fear of the unknown, rather than a realistic prediction of our future. So where does this leave us in the debate over AI and human labor? Let's recap. Throughout history, every technological revolution has ignited fears of human obsolescence. Today, the rise of AI stokes fears of not just job loss, but of sentient machines dominating humanity. Yet, as we've done in the past, humans have the potential to adapt and evolve. As we continue to advance technologically, it is up to us to decide whether we view AI as a threat or as an opportunity for growth and adaptation.